I think you muted.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you before.
So I don't know what's going on. It's supposed. It. I just did a premium account, and it's still saying I need a premium account. So I don't know why it's doing that on X. I just got one, and it's still saying that I need a premium account.
Because you
Maybe
gotta.
close the app and open it back up,
Let me try that.
or maybe like sign out, sign back in.
Uh, I'm not even going. Shit. How do you even sign out of X? I don't even know how to sign out.
So I'll show you. You go to the top left corner. You press the home. You press the home button.
Mm-hmm.
Top left corner.
Yeah.
Then you hit your name. Hold on. This shit is hard.
I'm gonna just we gotta keep it moving.
Shit.
I don't know what's
Um,
going on with this. Um.
Oh wait, I think I know. All right. Oh wait. I don't.
settings and privacy, right?
No, hold on. Yeah, okay. If you look at the thing, do you have the three dots when you pull out the menu on the
Yeah.
top right?
Oh, I see it.
You click that and then you click edit, and then it might let you subtract it.
Yeah, I just did it.
Okay.
Uh. I don't know what the hell is doing that. Yo, it did not do this last week. Same thing. I don't know what's going on. Oh. Anyway, okay. Same thing. I don't know what's going on.
We're gonna just try to do it without it.
I mean, that's what the majority of the audience is on X. That's where all the audience is at, actually.
Even if we what if we just tweet the link out from all our accounts?
All right, we
Yeah.
could do that.
So at least
You
our
got.
followers can see it. If they want to join in, they can just do it that way.
All right, because all right, so I'm gonna send that to y'all now because it's on this live now on YouTube, and I'm sure there's somebody watching like, what the hell's going on with this?
Yeah, and then like you could, if you send out a tweet, we could just retweet it or something.
All right, it's live right now. I got it right here. Uh,
That way, at least the followers that want to join in, they have the option. If they're not already on YouTube.
so I gotta play with this. Pause. I gotta play with this thing when we get off.
Yo, I'm about to retweet it now.
We know what the tweet is though.
Yeah, I just sent it out.
I
Oh,
do
you just sent
too.
it out?
Yeah, I just follow Will too.
Because none of it.
All right, let's get started.
Because none of it's showing up on my X, my Twitter. Oh, okay. I see you follow me. I don't see the other.
He didn't tag us. I just went to his page and I got it from there.
You know, I can't even see it on his page.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It just says this post might include sensitive content. I think that's it. The one that's 1 minute ago, and then it doesn't let me see it or act on it or anything. Oh wait, hold on. Oh my god.
He threw it in the chat too.
You know, I'm gonna try it this way.
I just send it to you, Will. I don't know what I was going.
Okay.
Or anybody that is here, shout out to y'all. Good morning. All right. Happy sharp shooting Sundays.
Oh, I got the tweet out. Should work. Yeah. All right.
All right, let's get started. So, it's supposed to be a little bit more smoother than this. I see there's one person on the check-in, so shout out to that person.
Popping in.
Last night, Tiffany Stratton tried to cash in her Money in the Bank briefcase, and this is how it went, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, how y'all feeling about that?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought when you said failed cash in, I thought you meant like she actually cashed in and then like she got pinned or something. So, I mean, at least it's not that. I would have been shocked if that happened because I think I heard that they're pretty high on Tiffany Stratton over there at WWE. So I would have been very surprised if she
That's why
had.
I guess I used a poor choice of words. It wasn't an actual fail cashing, as if she was able to cash in. One of the things that get to me about these cash in is why does the referee always act like he don't fucking know how a Money in the Bank works all the time?
The referee always acts like he doesn't know anything. He gets touched and he just falls to the floor like he's fucking nothing for.
Yeah, 10 you know, it was like a failed cash in attempt. It wasn't a failed cash in, it was an attempt to cash in that was failed.
And it's always Mike Chioda. It's always Mike Chioda that'll never know what the hell is going on.
Huh? Briefcase, huh? What?
What is this?
I like the idea though to kind of give the house show something important, because
Yeah.
for the people that show, it's basically cut and paste. Like we know what it's gonna be. You see the matches beforehand, you know the results. You just go in and check in. So a little thing like a cash in, that's a nice little twist to add to the mix.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, I
Just
feel like
you never know what you're gonna see when you go to the house shows.
Yeah. I remember one time the Undertaker showed up at a house show in Texas. And this is like when he wasn't even active like that. So I know that was a big deal for that audience.
I mean,
Tiffany,
that was because that's his hometown, right? Home state.
huh?
Yeah.
His home state, so it might have been easier for him to make.
Yeah. Quick, it's like running out for groceries or some shit like that. Let me just go to this event real quick.
Get the Stetson, throwing the lever. Let's get out there.
Tiffany Stratton could tease a cash in 100 times as long as the official cash in is successful. That's all how I feel.
Yeah, but it might be too much too soon. So I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's nice of her to have the accolade, but cashing in successfully right now, less than 6 months on the roster, I don't know.
I feel like she can't try to cash in too many times. So I do feel like she can do it a few times, but I do feel like there's an upper limit where we're just like, all right, here we go again. And you know what I mean?
Yeah. She is Mrs. Money in the Bank, and I don't think that there ever was a female that cashed in and failed. Has that ever happened? I'm not sure.
Not yet.
I don't know.
But they've been highlighting the fact that it's never happened. So that could be a red herring, or it could actually be something that they planning on making happen soon.
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening with. I guess it always could.
I can see them doing something where it's like they don't want to give her everything as soon as she get on the main roster. Because if she win the title already, it's like, all right, what else she gonna do?
But I also to me, it's harder to tell if they're thinking about doing a fail cash in than it's okay. It's easier to tell if it's actually going to be a fail cash in because you're just like, there's no way. Like Baron Corbin, I think that's it just smelled fishy from the jump. But I think for something like this, it's or something like a different Money in the Bank holder, it's harder to see okay, maybe this person doesn't actually cash in successfully. You know what I mean?
We got to also incorporate the men's because the men's did fail this year, so they probably wouldn't make both sides fail.
The men fell. Who fell this year?
Drew. Remember he tried to cash in.
Oh shit! Yeah, it happened at the event.
Cashing on the same night.
Yes. And speaking of this week in pro wrestling, Rhea Ripley has returned, ladies and gentlemen. Mommy is back.
Brutality is back.
Rated R said that Liv Morgan is hotter than Rhea Ripley, so it shouldn't be a hard fucking decision for Dom.
Nah, in certain circles, that might be a hot take.
Nah, yeah, that is a hot take, man.
Yeah, because Rhea got it right now. I don't know.
Do you think Dom is going to betray Rhea and act and officially link up with Liv Morgan?
Shit, it's hard to call it right now. Especially with the Damian Priest thing going, I feel like him and Rhea got a connection. He knew she was coming back. And then you mix in the Finn feeling the way about Damian. I don't know, man. I feel like this all tied in somehow. Because some of them been nice to Liv. Damian been the only one that been completely standoffish the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Dom is a heel, right? There's no way he's turning face because he just gets booed out of the building. I don't think there's any shot of that happening. And Rhea is apparently now coming back as a babyface, so I just don't see that because WWE is not one to usually mix the two. So I think Dom ends up staying with Liv. But is Liv a heel or a face?
Well, that would make Rhea a face now of Liv because Liv been doing heel things. Didn't she cost the Awesome Truth the tag team championships like a heel?
That does anything to Rey Mysterio is a heel automatically. and she cost him the match on Monday. So like, yeah, she's the hell now. Like,
Yeah, I think they got to be moving in that direction then, and then this is going to be the whole the Judgment Day implosion.
the thing about it is, if you break down the story, Liv could be like, "Well, I'm actually treat you good." With Rhea, you was subservient, like you was scared of her. I'm empowering you, like, and somehow that's seen as a bad thing.
I don't. You're right. Like, but it's like they do that all the time. Like logically, when you think about some shit, it's like the heel is actually the face, and the face is actually the heel. But it's, like, it's just the way they're rolling, and I don't see them stopping that ball and rolling it back the other way.
I know Monday. I know tomorrow. That first segment, everybody gonna be tuned in for that.
Yeah. You think they kick the show off tomorrow?
Nah, they already announced that they kicking it off with Rhea.
Oh shit. I'll
Yeah,
be locked into that.
Nah, she's starting the show.
So is Rhea cleared? Are we gonna get Rhea and Liv at SummerSlam? Like, what? I don't know if she's cleared.
Presumably
I haven't heard anything, but I'm assuming that they're not gonna be building two potential matches that they don't know they can have, because that would be Damian, that would be Punk and Drew. We still don't know the status. And then Rhea and Liv too. So I'm hoping that she wouldn't be back unless she was ready to go.
That's gonna be. Do you think? All right, let me ask you this: do you think Rhea gets the championship back?
Not the first match.
My thing is, how's all of this going into the world titles match at SummerSlam? Which one are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like
Gunther and Priest.
Oh, the only baby facing this angle is Rhea.
Well, hold on. I mean, do we consider Damian Priest a part of this angle as a part of the judgment?
Because he was on the phone with her, so he knew she was coming.
Okay, so he's also a babyface now. So I think the only question of if a person is face or heel is Finn Balor.
I can see that.
That's what I was saying. Like, I feel like it's all going to tie in at some point, because you see, like, even on Monday, Finn gave him a little look when Damian Priest he said something about like when he walked out, the camera lingered on Finn,
and he was like, yeah, boss.
And he gave him like a little like shaking. Yeah, we had the thing from last week at the pay-per-view when he was like, "Oh, I don't need any of y'all involved, and they need me more than I need them." So all of that stuff is gonna play into it, I feel.
The only thing is, like, it's weird because everybody's like at odds with each other, because like I can't. That makes me confused on if Finn's gonna go heel or go the face route, because now he's gonna be fighting with Dom over Liv, and then he's gonna be fighting.
Oh, wow.
Now he's like not happy with Damian, so like he's got beef with a heel and he's got beef with a face. So it's like I don't know which one's gonna give.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Finn, Liv, JD versus Damian, Dom, and Rhea.
But Dom is definitely not going with Rhea. That's like, because otherwise he's gonna have to turn face, and the crowd hates it more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Dirty
Or
Dom.
they might do.
I mean, his future is as a face, though.
What'd you say?
His future is as a face.
I guess. I mean, I think they
take
could
the mask.
Not now, though.
They could go to route.
Take the mask one day.
They could go to route with Dom, Finn, and JD with Liv as the manager again, and then Damian and Rhea on the other. That's not. Damn,
it's imbalanced, but I mean, I could see Dom playing it off till a final betrayal. Like maybe he act like he's trying to get back with Rhea, and then he do something and cost her the title.
No, he can't be a heel and be with Rhea, my man, because Rhea is kind of babyface, and as I said, WWE doesn't like to do that. They don't like to do the mix.
Well, they didn't. Like, we can't
another angle.
Now it's a different time. They might do something different that they didn't normally do.
I don't know. They ain't exactly known for that. Not exactly their thing, their forte.
Yeah, I agree with that. We also, I mean, that's one potential matchup that's not solidified yet, but like Rated R said, I think is going to have to happen. We also have the SummerSlam main event announcement. Jay Wynn, you want to take us to it?
Yeah, so we got Cody Rhodes defending. I think we all saw it coming, but Cody Rhodes is going to be defending his WWE Undisputed Championship against Solo Sikoa. I don't think there's any question about which way this goes. I think if you look at betting odds on this, definitely it's like Cody's minus 2,000 or something like that. And I think
For
this is
real?
huh?
For real?
What else you think it is? How like dude, you really think it's going to be any easier to bet on Cody than minus 2,000 or something like that? Solo ain't winning.
Okay. I didn't know what that meant. I thought that they was betting against Cody.
No. Minus means like you're a favorite.
Oh,
You gotta
okay.
spend
All right.
2,000 to win 100.
Okay.
Yeah, it means like you got to bet 2,000 to win 100 for Cody. So
What I like right now is that we are in a mental loop with this particular rivalry because there's so many things that could happen, right? There's so many things that could happen with Roman Reigns coming back. You know, I think even last week we said that what if Solo wins it and a part of that is Roman Reigns coming back. It's so many things that can happen. See, Jay, I see how you looking at me, but it's like it's so many things that could happen. Like, and like they could throw us off and make Solo win it. Even though I know that we're foreshadowing Randy.
you just destroyed everything Cody did.
I think the question is Roman does Roman show up or does Roman not show up? That's the real like.
But I think Roman's gonna show up and he's gonna kill both of them. He's gonna do one of the things where like he helps Solo first and like spears the hell out of Cody, and then Cody's down, and then Solo thinks he's good, Solo thinks he's helping, and then Solo just like walks past Roman for a second, and then his back is to him, and then Roman's like, "Oh no, fuck you too."
Maybe, but that like beating up the wise man, it's got to be consequences for that. Like, so I feel like maybe Solo have the match won, and we hear like "ladies and gentlemen" or something like.
Oh, that would be fire.
We just hear Rome music where he and the ref get knocked out. The whole Bloodline 2.0 they taking over. We think Solo about to wrap it up. Then you just hear "ladies and gentlemen." You like, you already know what that means.
But the only problem with that is we're going to assume that the whole new bloodline is going to be out there. So we're not going to have Roman take them all out. Yeah. Unless they're just going to be hiding backstage, in which case they're going to run out, which is only logical. And there's no way Roman's beating up all of them, even if they go one by one, because if Jacob Fatu wasn't in the picture, I would say that he could. But even if they do the one after one after one running down the ramp, Jacob Fatu is going to get to Roman.
Yeah.
Put on the show.
Nah, but you know how he can come out. You can equalize it. They can have a chair. They can do anything. He can come out from the crowd, at least get a jump on him. He's gonna get his ass whooped because we gotta build babyface Roman because you can't just disappear and come back as a face. If something has to happen to make us get sympathy for you. So he probably takes the ass whooping that night, but at least he gets the jump on him. Like
maybe he jumps the gorillas and then Jacob Fatu is just like, and then that kind of takes him out. And then, but that's enough of a distraction that Solo loses.
The Roman interaction with Jacob and Solo, that's what we looking to see right now. Like,
yeah.
I think honestly, Roman and Solo is not the money making match here. Roman and Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, it's Roman and Jacob. But you can't. I feel like you got to go through Solo first, though.
Yeah.
Well, I think that it's going to be Roman and Solo first?
Yes.
No, that's not. Solo is.
Now that you say it, maybe it is the other way.
It's going to be Jacob first. If Roman could get through Jacob, he'll get to Solo.
But that is the only problem with that is that's also the moneymaker.
Yeah, I feel like that can't just be something to build to a Solo match. That's crazy. And it's Roman Reigns. I'm Roman.
Jacob Fatu could also be a bodyguard.
I come back, I get what I want. Like he don't have to. Like what? It's Roman Reigns. I don't gotta what? I'm fighting who I want to fight.
Trey Bear said you have to get Solo first. That's
Yeah,
they've
I'm
been
fighting
teasing
who I
that
want
for
to fight.
years.
I'm not going through no. I don't gotta jump no hurdles. I'm the tribal. I'm the old. Well, I'm the old tribal chief. Well,
But that, oh, that doesn't make sense to the story because the new tribal chief is Solo. So if he says I'm not gonna face you until you beat,
but we don't. He just saying that.
But
Like,
also that would make even more sense for Solo to be last. They've been building that for years. To have to take that, the same thing with like when Cody fought MJF. Like we knew that was going to happen, but they made him go through one thing after another to eventually build to that. So if anything, the long build is going to make it be the longest thing.
I can see that because I think, and this is us fantasy booking. I think that in our head, Jacob is like the more fun star, intense star, to where he seems like he's the end of the road, but in reality, they're building Solo to be the big star.
true, but then again, from SmackDown, you ain't never seen Solo destroy the tag team champions. Like Jacob came out there by himself, like and beat all four of the competitors up. Like
That shit
this
was
is a
fire.
like, it's a way they talk about like Jacob that you know that they know. We was talking about it last week. I mean, I think the Solo. We all know Solo not ready. Like we playing alone, but when you watch his matches, like he not quite there yet. But we understand they doing a good job building the story. But
That's true.
I think I think Jacob is
I mean, to respond to that
Jacob is
comment,
the
the
way.
comment that just showed up, I don't think Roman is smoking Jacob Fatu by any means. But I'm just saying it
He'll
could
probably
go
lose
either
the first
way.
one.
I think it really could go either way.
He
Like,
could probably lose the first one.
huh?
Like if we building something like we still telling the story, he should lose the first one. And then he got to get his family back. He got to get Jay. He got to get Jimmy. He got to get the Y. Whoever else they're gonna bring in, then that'll be where his because we got to build some sympathy for Roman.
Okay, but also here's another question, right? There in the new bloodline, right? It's Solo Sikoa, the Gorillas, Jacob Fatu, and presumably The Rock, who's not there yet.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, it's going to be, I mean, based off of just people's ideas, it's going to be Roman and the Usos. So who's number 4? And is there a number 5? Because the 5 would be needed to even it out against The Rock. So, like, do we bring in Sami Zayn? Is it Jacob Fatu jumping ship? Is it, how does this even
But
out?
we can still do the thing where The Rock pretends that he's aligned with Roman, and then we get the big betrayal there because we haven't seen any real. Like we can't just we everything is happening off camera. So until we see it, we don't know we don't know how Roman feels about it. We don't know how The Rock feels about it. All we going by is off of Solo. So we still got these unknown quantities to throw into the mix. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, I feel like Sami Zayn would be a really fun, like, guy to bring back into the
I
picture.
feel like we get that eventually too.
But also, I just feel like, I mean, I guess if you're just fantasy booking this shit, yes, Roman Reigns rejoining with the Usos makes sense. But at the same time, if you think about it logically, this makes zero sense. There's no way that Jay Uso, like, if if we think about this as real life, Jay Uso is not. He would be so stupid to rejoin with Roman and Jimmy after everything that's happened.
We know we're gonna do the story of family. Once he apologized, it was never like a thing about them hating each other. It was just like, yo, listen, you treating us bad. We want to be treated better, type shit. Like, you know what I mean? So we need Roman is the big component. He showed humility. He showed that he's sorry. Like, we need him. We got to see what he's like. If he come back on the same type of time, and then yeah, we gotta. I don't know, man. I think Roman is the key.
I
Like,
think.
is he
What'd you
gonna
say?
be show more like remorse for the things he's done to the people close to him after he sees what happened? Like, Roman is the key here.
Yeah, but I think Roman and his heel run went so far one way that it just doesn't. Like, if Jey Uso, if we think about Jey Uso as not a person in a WWE storyline, and we think about it as good morning, Michael. If we think about him as just a human, like a human, it makes like a human is not going to look at that and say, yeah, like after a little bit of apologizing, we're good. No, like a normal human is going to go into that and be like, no, screw you. You've been doing that long enough. If you want to be freaking a cool person now, go do it, but not in front of, not with me. Like that's how a normal human's going to think.
But we got to think about it. The only relationship we got to repair is Jimmy, because Jay and Roman was. Sorry, Jay, because Jimmy and Roman was good. Solo's gone. It's just got to get Jay back in the fold. But I feel like Sammy would be a good point. Like Sammy would help, because you see Sammy, he's always involved in other people's stories. So we see it happen. Maybe Sammy be the link to get Jay to go back to help, because you know the combination. It was relationships. All four of them had it. Sammy and Jay, Sammy and Jimmy, Sammy and Roman, Roman and Jimmy, Roman and Jay. Like it's all complicated.
You know, and now that you say that, I can see Sammy telling Jay, like, you know, at the end of the day, that's your family. And then Roman Reigns truly embracing Sami Zayn. You know what I mean? Like I need you back now. Like we was the unit. It was us. I want to go to some comments right quick. If you build to Roman solo and they make Roman go against Fatu first, he's going to beat Fatu, plain and simple. I don't think they should do that. If you build to her and they make all right.
Roman L going to come to solo. That's what I mean. Like if he loses, it's probably going to be the solo, just to build up, rebuild another one.
Jay is about the family first. That was his character. If they do a reunion, it would be based on that. It makes sense.
I think it's just too far. Like we've gone too far down this main event Jey Uso, this new babyface character route, where it's not that element isn't there. It's just that, like, when Jimmy went back to the bloodline, it wasn't so far from the initial, like, basically the thing where the Usos were leaving, right? It's not so far from that move back can happen. But Jay has already gone, like, way too far in his own for it to, like, logically register to me. Like, yes, you can make it work and you can force it to work, which is what often happens. I'm just saying, as a logical human, like, I just look at it and I'm just like, I'm not going to be fully bought in unless they really pull something out of left field.
Michael Bosick said Jay is definitely the key to this story, or one of the keys, because Roman is the key to the story.
Well, we got the Wyatt Six running around, right? Jay can't fight them by himself. So I feel like all of this stuff is connected somehow, some way. Like, you see a whole group of people. Like, every time the lights flash, you see how Jay react. So it's like, all right, that's something there too. I just feel like we can't, every breadcrumb they drop, we got to at least pay attention to.
That's fair. Wyatt Six. I mean, has they like gone after Jey Uso multiple times?
Well, yeah. Even on Monday, it was a Jey Uso versus Chad Gable match, and they had something to do with the finish. Jay took off. Like every time Jay is out.
I only saw it happen one time.
I think it happened twice.
It happened.
When they debut, it happened. Yeah, Trey Bear said he's always around when lights. Yeah, I don't think that they attacked him yet, but every time he's in the ring, they come out.
Yeah, they do.
It might make sense because Roman was also the one who beat the Fiend when.
Yeah, that's what. So like, because there was a story that they was telling there too that they never gonna get to finish because Bray's not here, but there was something there as well. Like,
it's an interesting.
Like you said, he got the title from the three-way with Braun Strowman and the Fiend, and they never went back to it.
Yeah. So I'm thinking because the whole premise of Bray's original Fiend character was like he was attacking all the dudes that beat him or whatever. So it's like it would make sense for now the YS6 to be like, all right, we gonna go after him.
And it might not have been popular, but we was definitely gonna get Roman and the Fiend at some point. Like I don't know how they was gonna do it, but I definitely feel like that was something that they was planning.
Yeah, I can see that.
With, it's gonna be interesting to see taking the title. Like he was supposed to take the title from Goldberg, and Goldberg beat the Fiend for the title. So it was. I feel like it was. We was getting there somehow, some way.
Yeah, don't remind me about Older being the Fiend though. That was
um, we was gonna talk about the hold on. Trey Bear said it happened twice, and he's on a few wrestlers actually talks about it openly. Shout out to Trey Bear for on the check-in. I wanted to talk about this new lesbian trio, but we're gonna move past this. Huh?
The Strap Profits.
The strap, yeah, the get the strap. That's the name of their team. Wait, we're gonna move past this, real? Huh?
Their name is a Strap Profit. Is that real?
No, no. He's saying because they lesbians and they use straps. so that's what the name. But we're gonna move past that. We're gonna jump into one of the biggest stories out of this week. Go ahead, Rated R.
Oh, yo, that Mercedes Monet stimulus package. She got Steph
Please.
Vaquer, you know what I mean? she got the Sasha stimulus. Nah, WWE signed Stephanie Vaquer. She debuted last night in Mexico City. A lot of buzz coming off of her from the Forbidden Door match against Mercedes Monet. Yeah, you know, we got a new female superstar in the company. Little horns and stuff. Hard hitter, import from Mexico. Newest member of the LWO.
Oh yeah, she's definitely gonna be running around.
Legado Phantasmo or something. Yeah, I mean, give her but yeah,
so you spoke about the Sasha the Mercedes Moné stimulus package. Do you honestly believe that that's what made the WWE sign her?
I feel like it played a part. Like if she was on their radar before that, congratulations. But yeah, I definitely feel like that match was because she's been this is the most buzz she's ever had.
I've never even heard of this girl.
I never heard of her either. But I mean, I was there watching the match. It wasn't a fantastic match. It was a solid match, but it wasn't like, oh my god, oh my god, I need to sign this girl.
That's why it's the Mercedes Moné stimulus because it's just like, yo, they. You know what I mean? It's like everything. It's like to her. If she wouldn't have been the opponent, she probably wouldn't have got signed 2 weeks after.
Okay.
I just feel like the connection is too direct for them to even deny it.
That was funny actually because that match. Did you guys watch that match?
I didn't see it.
Okay, like literally at the beginning, most of the crowd was cheering for Mercedes. And then about like 2/3 of the way through the match, the whole arena just within like the span of a minute, the entire arena separately realized that we should hate Mercedes because she's from Boston. And
I feel like they making that the reason why, but it also was her being. This was still when she was faking, like pretending to be a baby face. Like she wasn't getting over. So yeah, we can make it the Boston thing. But you know that she linked into the Hill shit right after that. Like,
you know, I'm just saying it's weird because the crowd cheered her at first, and then suddenly
on camera, like I know you was there, so your perspective is better. But on TV, it didn't seem like she was hot like that. Like,
nah, she got like majority of the cheers. Like she was probably like 70% cheered at the beginning, and then once the "fuck the Celtics" chant came out. It happened twice. Then they did "fuck the Red Sox," and from there it was it was done.
Yeah, we got. I mean, I really do feel like it's a direct correlation.
Is a natural heel.
Who's a natural heel? Mercedes or
Mercedes.
I don't think that, you know this is going to catch some flack. I don't think that she is a natural anything. Like her promos are so cringeworthy to me. Like I don't like Mercedes Moné like that. And now she could wrestle. That I give her. Mercedes Moné could wrestle her ass off. But her as a character, whether it's heel or face, she just so like it's like she don't believe the shit she's saying. It's like somebody's telling her to say this, which they probably are, but she doesn't sell it well.
No, but right now it's just cringe. Like in the WWE, it was fine. I mean, also like the weird thing is, so Mercedes actually she came to my wrestling school on a day that I wasn't there, It was like 2 days before Forbidden Door, so I was kind of tight that I missed it because she is my favorite women's wrestler, but it just disappoints me at this point because she became my favorite women's wrestler while she was in WWE, and now it's just like it disappoints me to see like how far I don't want to say the fall off has been, but like the character went from like this is something I can get behind to like just come on, man, you know?
Yeah.
But
honestly,
I feel like the character work always been lacking. But being in the WWE, the machine, they was able to hide her flaws and put her in situations to make her, they insinuate her where you didn't notice it as much unless you was really paying attention.
Mm-hmm. I often say this. When you're in the WWE is the star. And the numbers show that there's only a few wrestlers who are actual stars outside of WWE. That's Stone Cold, that's The Rock, and it's John Cena. When these guys come back, there's a bump in numbers because people want to see them. But in terms of,
all right, you forgot about this man.
Oh, Jay Wynn?
No, Roman Reigns.
Oh, Roman. No, because he was on SmackDown and the numbers didn't do anything. I mean, they were high, but they stayed steady.
Now, but when he wasn't weekly, but when you announce like Roman Reigns is back next week, their bump is not as substantial as the three that you mentioned. But the ratings do go up when you say
but that's why I didn't put him in there because it's I'm talking about like them rating bumpers. Like it's always 2.3, 2.2, 2.3, 2.2, 2.1 whenever Roman's there. And it actually went up now that Roman's in the not there. It went to like 2.3 right now. 2.4 or something like that on Fox. But what we forget is that Sasha Banks said, "Oh, I was the first black woman or headline WrestleMania, and I did this, I did this." We have to remember, like, wrestling is kayfabe. It's not real. So yeah, you were the first person to do that, but you were put in that position to do that. It wasn't like you fought and you earned that.
But you also got to be good to earn that.
Huh?
You also have to be good to earn that.
Yeah. And I say that Mercedes Moné, she's good in the ring. Like she's
by yourself, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, but she's taking her side of the credit. I don't think she's saying it was just her. She was taking her side of the credit. But in pro wrestling, you can't really say that because you're given these things. You don't really earn these things. You're given them. Like, yes, like Jay Wynn said, you have to be good in the ring. Obviously, you need to be a good promo. You need to be somebody that they can believe in. But once they believe in you, John Cena is not a 16-time world champion because he could just beat people up. And he was given the title 16 times. That's pro wrestling. So
lose 16 times.
Yeah. So in her head, in Mercedes Moné's head,
I think you muted yourself.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I thought I was bugging.
Yeah, we can't hear you. I think you muted yourself.
You hear me?
Now we
if they wanted to right now, they could make Tiffany Stratton bigger than Mercedes Moné. If they wanted to. In terms of the accolades and what she'll get and things like that. So it just always boggled me why.
Yo, it sounds crazy to do that though. Can we say like maybe Bianca or Jade? Because
Bianca, in my opinion, is already bigger than Sasha Banks, the character.
You think so?
Yeah, she's got outside. She's signed to WME, like the management company. That's how she's getting shit outside of WWE. Sasha Banks didn't have that. You know what I mean? She had.
I think.
Go ahead, Jay.
Mercedes she's got the bigger name still. I think Bianca Belair is like bigger as a. Like I would compare it to. If Mercedes was like John Cena and Bianca Belair was like Roman Reigns, that type of thing, where like Bianca Belair is like the hotter thing in the moment, but Mercedes is so more like the household name.
And honestly, if we're being fair, Bianca been way more protected as a character than Sasha ever was. Like Bianca rarely loses.
Yeah,
like she has long title reigns, as she should be though, because she's up. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
not too many women that's better than Bianca. And like
I think
Bianca match is gonna be fired. Like when Charlotte come back, the two
Oh,
Latino women, Charlotte and
yeah.
Stephanie, you got to get the Latinas going at it. You know what I mean? Like,
I think Bianca eventually surpassed Mercedes on the ladder, though, for sure.
I think that too.
you asked me, it might have happened already.
Rated R? Who are some people that you think when Steph officially joins the main roster, or even in NXT, who are some people that you think she's going to compete against?
All right, so we got, like I said, we got to do the Battle of Mexico. Charlotte Andrade versus Stephanie Vaquer. You know what I mean?
Charlotte is a white woman. Like,
she's Latina by marriage. You know what I mean?
Okay, I give you that.
The Bianca match, of course. Even Lyra Vicaria, like, you know what I mean? Just
yo, she's fire, bro.
Yo, she getting
I saw her at Stand and Deliver, like live. I was there. Fire. Like, I don't even think her TV push does her justice. Like, if they really believe in her, they gonna push her.
Nah, as far as people that got closed up, as far as the women, you can't really, like, she had a plan since jump, like, made it to the Queen of the Ring finals, qualified for Money in the Bank, beat EO a couple times. Like, nah, they gave her the push, and she got built-in fuse. Because, say for instance, Becky come back, and you want to turn Becky right there, Becky and Lyra. You could do the whole you trying to steal my spot type of thing, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could definitely see her and Becky going at it. Even her and Charlotte.
But yeah, maybe even Chelsea Green, like somebody to help her with the character work, like throw her in there with Chelsea and Piper. Like, her promos are gonna be something that we got to worry about. So give her somebody to help her as far
what
as
about
that, bring the character out, get her more acclimated with.
Michael Bosco said, I don't really like Lyra. She's fire though, bro. You gotta give her a chance.
It's gonna take some time. Yeah, it'll take a little bit of time.
What about Jade Parker?
Jada.
Yeah.
She don't run NXT stuff.
Jade Cargill is, I don't.
But last night, Stephanie Vaquer, she had a match with half of the Isla Dawn. That's what she fought.
Isla Dawn? Yeah,
at Mexico City.
Oh, okay.
I seen a couple clips from the match. It looked pretty good.
That's good. What you were saying about Jade Cargill? Jay?
Oh, that I feel like she's somebody where her floor is low, but her ceiling is also high. Like, we just don't know what she's gonna be. She could turn out to be one of, like, the best to ever do it, or she could end up just being a woman that relies on her physique and her size and doesn't really know how to work. So, like, it's very much with Jade Cargill. Like, she definitely presentation wise is phenomenal, but it's just I don't know how she's gonna turn out in the end.
I hope she don't be like a
little stuff.
I hope she don't be like a flavor of the month. Like, I like Jade Cargill. I think she's,
Make her female Batista, like,
or Brock Lesnar or some shit like that, right?
Yeah. She got to put the work in though. She got to get her in ring man.
Yeah, because they was nice.
Yeah,
and she can talk too. That, like, and get better at promos. Then she'll be,
But Brock not good at promos.
That's not true.
How is that not true? What promo he smoked?
Nah, Brock is fire on promos.
Like, 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
No, even the most recent Brock with the cowboy hat, you wildin', former Brock.
That's one time, dude.
That's what you see when he was asked to do it, he was able to rise to the occasion. So he got more there than even when he was going at Cody.
Okay, but we need Jay to actually talk more. She can't just be like good, but it never gets shown on the mic.
Brock, he said Brock can talk when you give him a mic. I've never heard Brock cut a fire promo.
Now, Brock a good promo. He underrated for sure as far as on the microphone. Like, it's not gonna be the John Cena style where but it's gonna be I'm short and sweet. I'm gonna get my point across. I'm believable. I might say something to pop the crowd, but you know what I mean.
Like
That's not
that,
my
like that knock
focus.
knock joke on Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, you see, look at you.
Knock knock. Who's there? Bobby. Bobby who? Exactly.
Come on, man. Like Farmer Brock, son. Yo, you
Oh,
think we see him back?
huh?
Think we see him back?
Yeah, of course. Come on, there's too much money there. They going.
Because Gunther Brock, especially with Gunther as the world champ,
That's gonna be money.
come on, man. Gunther Brock, we need it.
And I would love it even more if Gunther actually won.
And
Dude,
we
like,
need Obafemi versus Brock, too.
Whoa, my God.
We need Obafemi Brock, son. Like, come on, man. Come
That's gonna
on.
be fire.
if Brock beats Gunther though, and that's
on,
what
man.
ends up knocking Gunther off the top of the hill, I will jump off the top of this apartment building.
They can't do that
I'll be-
because they can't because Brock don't got too many years left ahead of him.
Yeah.
They have to.
He just turned 47.
He just turned 57.
47.
Oh, 47.
Yeah, he just turned 47. I think this weekend.
Shit.
Damn, that's old. I thought he was younger.
Nah, Brock's been around for a long time. You think 2002, 2003? That's 27 years ago.
He just doesn't look like it.
Yeah, that's one thing about him.
What
Being
does
he on the farm, he eating non-processed foods and shit. So yeah, I mean, he good.
what does Pat McAfee say if aliens came down to Earth and they needed a superhuman? Send them Brock Lesnar.
But yeah, there's a lot of potential for Stephanie in the company. I think it's a good signing.
we gonna see. I hope she ain't running around with the LWO.
Might be Legato.
This is something that I came across this week.
Legato from Mexico.
That I find interesting. I was looking at this promo with Toni Storm and Mariah Mays, and Toni Storm's work. Toni Storm's work in AEW has been just phenomenal. It's this whole character, the whole presentation, the whole black and white stuff that they're doing with her is just amazing. Do you guys think that WWE fumbled the bag on this one here?
Not in the exact way, because I don't feel like she'd have been timeless Toni Storm in WWE, but they could have treated her better.
They could have gave her creative freedom to get this. Look what because you do know if she signs
How much of this is her and how much of this is Tony. We got to give like where she at credit to.
No, this is her, bro. This is her. It has to be her. Look how she presents the cat. Look at the accent. Like this is her.
I remember saying it's like a collaboration between the two of them because the idea, the long idea for the Mariah May turn is from a movie, so it's like they kind of I feel like they collaborated. I don't think Toni Storm happens anywhere but AEW, honestly.
I don't think WWE necessarily fumbled the bag. I also don't think they did everything right. I feel like it's somewhere in the middle. It's like they didn't do it bad enough to where I would say fumbled. I also think personally, I don't see as much of the hype around Toni Storm as a lot of people.
What?
I think she's good, but she's not this, she's not as good as a lot of people are hyping her up to be.
Bro, let me ask you this, Jay. Who right now in any company is cutting the promos that Toni Storm is cutting? Women.
Oh, women?
Yeah.
I don't keep up enough to know with everything. So it would.
You can't name them.
Okay, but the thing is, not my problem is this. I also haven't seen enough of Toni Storm's promos. I'm going off of what I see, like the stuff that I have seen. I haven't seen a lot of the promos. I've seen some.
Yo, as far as promos,
right? The character, they don't draw me.
You got a great help.
What'd you say?
Yeah, you gotta grade her with a curve though, because she's not cutting the serious. Well, she's doing it now, but she had a lot of leeway to build this whole world around her where she don't got to work in the constraints of the regular, like how everybody else has to be in the lines of, okay, we got to still make it serious. She could come out there and just like she's talking with a whole accent and she's got the filter.
I just feel
It's
like that character. Yeah,
it's created a situation where yeah they dope, but it's self-contained really. Whenever somebody feels with her, they got to come into her world. It's not like she's a part of the whole company. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like a little niche where she could do that. But as far as being, and she's the world champ. But I mean, as far as we let her get away with a lot of that because we like the character. But when you got to cut a serious, oh, I'm about to whoop your ass promo, it's a little different. Like,
I just feel like that character and what she does. I mean, just personally, in my opinion, doesn't draw me in enough. It's kind of like what you're saying. Like, she's kind of not the the orthodox thing. Not necessarily that you have to be the orthodox thing, but it's just the way she's doing it. It's just like I can't get into it as much as other people do.
I think this is like Michael Bosick said. I think this is the best thing on AEW. Like Toni Storm is AEW's money right now. Like
Hell no, that's MJF and Will Ospreay. It's Swerve.
no, because look at the numbers on the ratings. A lot of people are tuning in for Toni Storm, in my opinion.
man, it's the Hangman shit for me. Like, Hangman the main character at AEW, in my opinion.
He could have been. I give you that. He could have been. I don't know. I think what AEW did was they brought in so many WWE wrestlers that it kind of knocked Hangman out of his spot. Because he, to me, like when it first started, I didn't care for the Young Bucks. I've always been a Cody Rhodes fan. Jericho, I've been a Jericho fan, but he just started getting on my nerves. Like, I just didn't care for that lineup. But Hangman Page, I was like, yo, I like this. This is their bread and butter right here. They have to.
I feel like they still telling his story though. We just like, of course, the focus got pulled back, but it's still his story. His main rival is the world champion. His main rival is the one that's changing the perception around him. Because Hangman didn't really do shit but go against Swerve. But Swerve just happened to get popular, so it's making him seem like he's hating. But this man broke me. You understand? Like, this nigga, he ran up in my crib.
But see, the reason why I can't agree with that is because we are 4 years later and we still haven't gotten back to Hangman on top. And he came in that with the first 2 years, Hangman Page was.
2 years since he was this champion.
Huh?
It only been like 2 years since he was a champion. It only been like 2 years since he was a champion.
That's a long fucking time for him to be the main character there.
But the main character don't have to have the title to be the main character.
Okay, so hold on, let me stop you there because in that time we have had Daniel Bryan and Moxley's story. We have had MJF and the Devil story. It was so much thrown in our face that how do you get back to Hangman Page to be the main character?
The story they ever told was the Hangman story.
That is true.
From AEW?
He is their main character from the beginning of the company. He was trying to fight for the title. He watched his rise to the title. He had the Jericho match where he lost it. Remember, he was one of the first people contending for their world titles.
Getting kicked out of the Elite.
Yeah, like the Hangman story is throughout AEW history is Hangman. Like he's the constant threat throughout the whole
I feel like what's happened is he was not okay. Hangman.
I think that's
you can say he doesn't draw, but like that's like saying like the other guys that aren't making the bump in the ratings or whatever. Like it's not the biggest deal. Oh, this person's not a draw. I feel like that's such like a marquee complaint. Like, oh, he's not a draw. Like, dude's a good wrestler. It doesn't matter. You can say I guess come here and say Samoa Joe's not a draw, but Samoa Joe's a damn good wrestler. And I think Hangman is just at a point where
nowadays it's not too many draws. That if we being honest, only a couple people could be considered draws. Like
exactly. And I think Hangman at the beginning, he was like like you said, the biggest storylines. He was the biggest storyline, one of the biggest characters. I think the injury kind of took him off, and then I think he kind of slowly once he lost the belt, it kind of took steps down. But they presented him in a way now where there's that stairwell to get back to the top. And I think that if they take the right steps, he can get there. It's not going to happen immediately, but I think if you execute this thing with Swerve and this whole thing with Bryan Danielson, if you execute this properly, Hangman does have a pathway to get back there. But it is going to be a little bit of a slower build because, like you said, Sparrow, it's been a couple of years, so you also can't excuse me, you can't just shoot him back to the top.
Yeah, I agree. I stand. Rated R said that he's their main character. I don't see that. I see them give so much attention to everybody their main character. The Young Bucks and
think about it, right? The Diamond Ring Battle Royal, first one, the finals between MJF and Hangman. Jericho, first match, when they doing like the winner gets to be in for the world title, Jericho versus Hangman.
What?
Kenny Omega.
This comment is what? Gonna make me leave the show. Hangman is Drew McIntyre pre-CM Punk. It's the opposite, dude. Drew McIntyre's the biggest story now. Hangman was the biggest story before. What? Like, you gotta flip, my man.
Shout out to the people watching though. You know what I mean? All opinions are welcome.
I'm sorry I interrupted. Jesus.
That's cool. It's cool. Yo, I took him out. You see him? My man Will, he got took out of there. He like, yo, what happened? But yeah, I just feel like Hangman is who when I see AEW, I see it like the Hangman story. I could be wrong, but that's how I perceive it.
I think
Hangman,
Hangman
he rises as the company rises. He started off with a name, just like the company. It wasn't a big name. As the company grows, you see him grow as well.
I also think it's just the positioning of where he's at in the storyline. I think he has what it takes to always make himself relevant. I mean, from the time when AEW started, when he was, I mean, dude was like lesser known than Marty Scurll. He was the least known member of the elite, and he's turned himself into a way where he has this character that at any point you can, with the proper build, take him back to the top. Unless you book him like freaking 2018 WWE and you can kill him. But that version of WWE can kill anybody.
Which would be horrible. Which would be horrible. So we coming to a close right now. I just want to get this in before we go, and I'm gonna thank you guys. This is the actual attendance for the live events this past week. So WWE Raw was at the Canadian Tire Center. The capacity was 18,652, and they sold 18,100 tickets, which is pretty damn good. SmackDown was at the U Center. I think that's in Boston, Mass. 14,000, 1,800,025 tickets. AEW Dynamite was at the same arena that Scotiabank Arena. They had a 2-for-1 deal, and they ended up 320 tickets out of 19,289 tickets. Jay don't understand why that's important. I said that was for social media.
All the Marks getting ready to do that fucking war on Twitter. Oh my God, this company sold this month. You suck.
Nah, they love.
That's what they talking about.
Ratings and tickets. You know what I mean? Tickets sold and ratings and key demos. That's what it's about right now, right?
Yeah.
We don't got nothing to do with it. Don't got no impact on the show at all, but it's so important.
It does have impact on the show because if those numbers are not high, we're gonna have another WCW situation.
Nah, he got money. He gonna go to a different channel.
Yeah, he's gonna go. He's just gonna get an extra $5 billion from his dad. And there you go. Here goes the
Like,
company.
all right, so instead of CNC championship, it'd be the Comedy Central championship or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
the Food Network Championship.
yeah, that's it. Like, they just
All
go
right, guys. So that's a wrap for us. What I need to do is look and see what's going on with this X thing, because I don't know why it's doing that, and I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit. Make sure that we good for next week. Thank you guys. Jay Wynn, let me make sure I put your banner up here. Jay Wynn, thank you for tapping in this week. He know his shit, right? Right now.
Yeah. All three of us, man. We on point.
Rated R, thank you for tapping in. We will be here next week's Sunday at 11 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for everybody that's texting me and asking me what happened. I don't know what happened. I have a premium account. I don't know why X is still not letting it stream. I think maybe I have to redo this whole thing, come out of this whole app, and go back in with the new X premium. But thank you so much for tuning in this week, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for working through the difficulties, guys. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for showing up.
All right.